really hope I get to that expo. That Israel Pavilion looks very special, and plenty of others there too as well. Moving on, this broiling hot summer has seen some devastating wildfires here in Israel, especially in the Jerusalem hills. The biggest blaze there was put out 10 days ago, but it will take years to recover. 2,500 acres of forest went up in smoke. Our Pierre Closhandler visited the scene of the disaster with an environmentalist from the Israeli Protection for the Society for the Protection of Nature to take stock of the damage and outline the solutions that will allow the forest to be reborn.
The forest is adorned with blazing autumnal colors, but conifers do not redden in autumn. The morning mist reveals an exhausted nature, an orphaned, lifeless land, leaving a trail of bitter ashes behind it. The fire licked the chlorophyll, devoured trees and roots. How not be struck by the beauty emanating from this disaster?
There were 3 fire outbreaks along the road. The coastal wind carried the blaze. In 4 days, 2,500 acres went up in smoke. It's a miracle no one was killed. The pines were planted here when the state was created. Then, the Jewish National Fund covered the Jerusalem corridor with dense pine plantations. The goal? To appropriate land and provide work for thousands of immigrants. We've since understood that these pine groves are problematic. A powder keg. All it takes is a match. A burning pine tree is a torch. It triggers a dissemination mechanism. The fire spreads from top to top. The pine cone turns into incendiary bomb, explodes and releases its seeds. That produces mats of conifers, a time bomb. We must prepare for the next fire. We must remove the critical mass of pine trees. No compromise allowed. Here, a seedling, 2-year-old at most. Now's the time. It's easily uprooted. Ouch. This one requires more effort. Now let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bravo. Wow, a beetle. The forest regenerates naturally. Let migrating birds on pistacia shrubs and insects collect seeds spared by the fire. It's free. This spring, for instance, is a recovery plant of the ecosystem. Most importantly, let nature take its course and do the job. Only intervene to reduce risk by removing pine trees and other invasive species. The $21 million allocated by the state must be invested in this, in addition to improving warming and control systems, law enforcement, and education.
The younger generation is less optimistic. This hip-hop group is shooting a video clip for a rap they drafted from the recent flood of fire. Doomsday, the smell of burning in the air. I just came out to shout. This is close, this is here, this is the end.
Herbaceous plants, shrubs, trees will renew themselves this winter. Leaves will hatch. We'll be here to see it. All forests burn and renew themselves even better than ancient forests.
Who said beauty reborn from the ashes? Pierre Closhandler, Jerusalem Hills, Israel, i24 News.
Well, I know those hills well. I've hiked in those forests many times. Here's hoping that they recover as quickly as possible.